What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Steak and Antler Show with your boy, me. I'm Sam. This week we have a very special treat for you guys. All the way from Lubbock, Texas, we have my buddy Matt. So Matt, if you want to come introduce yourself.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So Matt, what are we cooking today?
Well, what we're cooking today is what happens whenever a daddy deer and a mama quail get together. And we have a deer quail.
We're cooking DeerDove poppers today, folks. Wrong bird. What you're gonna need today: some dove breasts. Shout out Harrison Heim. It was 15 dove breasts. You're also gonna need some venison. This was a mama deer. Shout out to the Lord for that one. You're gonna need a 1:1:1:1:1 ratio of paprika, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and red pepper flakes. And then you mix it together with olive oil. This is going to be your marinade for the venison.
So also, you'll need a knife, the bacon, because we're going hog hunting against Arkansas, and then some habanero jack cheese and some cream cheese.
Also, don't forget the most important part of what we're doing today. Fresh, big jalapenos. Step 1, wash your hands. My hands are already clean because you know how we roll here on the channel.
Question: if I took a shower, does it count as washing my hands?
No.
No? Yeah, I don't get it.
Always be clean, folks.
They should know I am by no means a chef.
We're going to start with our venison. This is a venison ham, so this is kind of the thickness part of the deer. We're just going to cut thin strips about a centimeter in thickness. We've put our venison in the bag. Close the bag. You're going to massage the marinade into the venison, like so. You're going to set it off to the side. And we have a special guest who's not super experienced in the kitchen. We're going to run through a little tutorial on how to kind of take the breasts off of the bone. Whenever you're given a dove breast, you have the sternum right down the middle, a little anatomy lesson. Sternum right down the middle, followed by on the back side a very flimsy wannabe rib cage, essentially. So you're going to cut right down the sternum on both sides, and then you'll just shave off a piece of meat. But typically you won't have any bones left on your little cut of dove. So here's our two little breast pieces. So, Matt, if you want to show me what you learned in class today.
What I learned was that this is a piece of garbage rib cage that this bird has.
Let the knife do the work. Now push it out. There you go. Now cut straight down. Good job. You're going to cook these poppers at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. If they don't look like they're done yet, because there is a bunch of meat going on and the meat's going to kind of be in close proximity to one another, let it go for 22 to 23 minutes. If you cut it right, you should be able to see the little rib cage, which is that clear membrane right there. It's not really a membrane, but basically a membrane. So we're going to finish these real quick and we'll get back to you. These take a minute, so yeah. So we're back. Now that we have our bowl of quail breasts and we have our bag of venison that's marinating, we're going to set these down and we're going to get the rest of the poppers ready to go. What Matt's going to be in charge of is he's going to be making the cream cheese mixture. You're going to want 2 boxes of regular cream cheese, and then you're going to want this habanero jack cheese. This habanero jack cheese we get at HEB. So we're going to use a whole bag of this, and then 2 boxes of these, and then I'm going to chop up some garlic real quick. Just excited that I have all my friends. I only have 2 friends. While Matt's doing that, we're going to get the jalapenos ready. We like them spicy down here in Texas. Typically, whenever you see like a popper recipe, people will soak these jalapenos in icy salty water. It helps to remove some of the capsaicin, the oil that makes peppers hot. So what you're gonna do is we're just gonna cut the tips off. Good.
For the vine. Good.
For the vine. Yeah.
I just want everyone to know I just got a compliment for pouring a bag of cheese.
You did.
Into the bowl. That's how good I'm doing, guys.
We're proud of Matt. Also, if you get the chance, HEB was literally out of gloves. Thank you, HEB. They were literally out of gloves, but you should do gloves because your fingers will start to burn, and then if you touch your eyes or go to the bathroom, it's gonna hurt. Hey, what are the odds you're gonna Take a bite.
We're gonna do 1 and 9. You ready?
Count us down, Matt. You go.
Wait.
You just go 3, 2, 1, and we say a number.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
3. Dang it!
You're doing so good, sweetie. Alright, so next step, you're going to want to cut these in half down the middle. Like a hot dog. You're going to do hot dog style. You just cut it, open those bad boys up. You can toss that in there. Yeah, we had 15 breasts total. And so that's going to yield probably about 30 poppers.
Sam wanted me to let y'all know that this was well incorporated. I guess it's like a vocabulary word on the show. Merch coming soon. Well incorporated. You heard it right here first.
Okay, so once you got your little jalapenos sliced halfway and your cheese well incorporated, you're going to take a spoon. Then you're just going to scrape out the insides. Like so. That y'all can
Do I just sit here like...
just sit
Just
there
model
and, like,
with it.
Yeah, just model
Just
the
look fabulous.
This is what you want your jalapeno to look like. Basically no stuff in it. Again, take it, just cup it in the palm of your hand like you're making some sushi or something.
Because normal people make sushi.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Okay, well if you're a chef like me.
Ooh.
We finished cutting our jalapenos. We're gonna put these back in the bowl.
Kobe.
You missed, I was gonna be pissed. What we're going to be doing is our bacon. We're almost done, folks. So we play Arkansas this weekend, and so that's why we're gonna eat some pigs.
So you cut it in half?
We cut it in half to do the wrapping, or do you want to do the filling?
I can do the wrapping.
So kind of the order that you want to do things is you want to take your jalapeno, you take your stuffing that we made.
I made it. Come on.
Matt made it. You just kind of smooth it out. This is a really messy process. Our counter's clean. It's fine.
Ish.
You're going to fill your jalapeno. Next, you're going to take a dove breast. You're going to lay it on top. And you're going to take out a piece of venison as well. Okay? So you're going to have 2 layers of meat. Next, you're going to take your bacon. So then you're going to wrap your popper. So take your skewer. I recommend skewers. I don't really recommend toothpicks because then you can just shove a bunch on one. So you're going to stick your jalapeno popper on the skewer. You're going to line up probably 5 to 6. You don't want the bacon to touch the bacon of the next popper. You want just a little bit of space because we want this bacon really, really crispy. These are going to cook really quick in about 20 minutes. If the bacon is touching one another, it prevents it from getting all crispy. Again, almost touching, but not quite. Aim for about 5 to 6 on one. If you have really big jalapenos, you won't be able to get that many. What I ended up deciding to do, just because I wanted to make sure we had enough venison, is I'm taking the venison that's been marinating and I'm cutting it into pieces about the size of the quail breast. It's a dove breast. Gosh dang. We have our dove breast, we have our venison, roughly about the same size. While I'm finishing up these poppers, our oven just finished preheating to 400, and Matt is going to put these poppers in the oven, so we're going to go in again for about 20 minutes. So we've got 20 poppers going in right now. And so the setup is, again, 20 minutes. I'm finishing up these venison poppers, and then since we ran out of jalapenos, we're just going to end up doing bacon wrapped venison pieces. So we try to use all the food that we have. And so yeah, we're gonna put these in the oven, set a timer for 20 minutes, and we'll be good to go.
Alexa. He doesn't have an Alexa. How do you set the timer, dude? Timer? Is this seconds?
I don't know.
Ow! Ow! Frick!
Oh yeah, we're wrong.
I just hit my hip on the right.
So I have to say, so this is my first time being back here. Sam gets injured a lot.
I have a magic trick to show, although Matt didn't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it. Green.
You didn't even introduce the magic trick, so you just did a donut.
You might
said
have
that
to
was
introduce
magic.
it for him.
All right, our poppers are done. Let's get them out of the oven. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, girl.
Oh, yeah.
guys. So as you can see, this is hot. Move. These don't work that well. As you can see, the venison is cooked. The quail breasts over here are cooked through and through. We're gonna let these guys cool down just for a little bit, and we're gonna try them for you and let you know what you're missing. So. Wow! I panicked. I thought I was gonna burn my face. So, as you can see, our poppers are cooled. Not that you can see temperature on the camera, but our poppers are cooled. So we're gonna scrape one off here. As you can see, the bacon is nice and crispy. Ooh.
All right. Cheers. Seriously, it was so good. Oh my gosh, dude. Dude,
Whoa. Wow.
way to go.
Thank you. What's that? Snail. Thank you guys again for watching. Big thank you to Matt for coming into town.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I always enjoy whenever Matt comes into town. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, so that you never miss a Steak and Antler cooking show again. We're going to go eat these. So catch you guys next week.